Okay, got the door off. I don't know if I showed y'all this, but I had a bad ding. I wish I had shown you before, but I'm talking about a deep knock off the paint. There's apparently some filler in here. My daddy finished this door first, so anyway, I put some red glaze on there. I'll smooth it back off and let it dry, work it out, and then I've roughed it just a little bit out. I'll rough out a little bit further with just some finer, like 600 grit. This is too rough. I'll rough it out here where I can feather my paint out a little bit. Hit it with some 3000, polish it. That ought to make it right. But that was a bad place. All right, I've finished a little bit the rest of the afternoon on this door. Here was my bad place. Okay. If you can see, that's untouched orange peel. This, let's see if I can get down here to it, is partial knockdown with some 600. This right in here is partial 1000. I might have hit it with some 2000. And then up here is 3000 and a little bit of a buffing wheel. I got some swirls. It's a lot clearer, as you can see. I'm over here, you're looking at the reflection of the light. This is what I've been cutting it down with. It's a fine cut cleaner. And then I can go to this no swirl compound, and I think I've got one a little bit finer than that. Anyway, it's gonna take a little work, but I'll have it all done and cleaned up. Power steering pump replacement. Taking the old one out. Got a new one from the LMC truck we're going to install. I've already taken the pulley off. I didn't show you how that works, but it's kind of tricky and it requires a special tool I rented from Advanced Auto, but I'll show you how to put it on this one. You got to put this housing back on there first. I mean, not the housing, the bracket, because once you get your pulley on, you can't get your bolt behind there. These two go together right here. Tighten them up. Down inside your pulley shaft is threaded. Put that on there. I have heated this and set it down in place and kind of turned it as best I could, kind of pushed it down with my hand. It is straight, it does turn straight. I don't have a wobble in it, at least none that I can see. That's important because you don't want it going on crooked. All right, next, take these two pieces here, washer right there, that piece on there. Then you've got a puller body. It's actually going to be the pusher body right now. Riveting video, I know. This goes on here. Run it on their stone. So I don't know what size it's supposed to be, but 12 fits. I'm gonna hold this one still and turn this one. All right, it's in and it's flush. When I got down real, I had to change to this shorter one. But this is very, very important, because if you don't use this little bearing here, the friction right here is going to grab and you're going to just spin your pump. You'll never get it on. So you got to have this this little thrust bearing. Washer, puller goes there. That piece I'm done with this. This was a rental from Advanced Auto Parts for $49. I take it back, I get my $49 back. But I had to have it for that. I had to have it for that. All right. I got my cooling line put back on. I actually wasn't running this earlier. Got a little dent in it, but I think it'll flow. All right. I got my cooling line put back on. I actually wasn't running this earlier. Got a little dent in it, but I think it'll flow. I was running just this one. So I didn't really have any cooling of my fluid. This new pump does not come with the lid, so I had to buy this separately from LMC. It was like $6, I think. All right, got that good and tight. That actually seated in pretty good, but I'm gonna wipe it all off and just kind of see what happens. There was a little bit of a yellowish red looking liquid that came out of it. Obviously it's just a protective oil. I don't have anything leaking up here. All this is clean and new, so I'm gonna fill it up and see what happens. Power steering fluid. Ooh, I don't have a lot. Well, we'll see. I'll go get some more if I need to.